Hey guys, this is Stig here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm actually going to be bringing you guys like a top 5 Grand Theft Auto San Andreas cheats. Now I don't believe I've ever done like a top 5 before on my channel. So again, it is something new to my channel. It's actually something new to me because obviously I haven't really ever done it before. So I'm hoping this does work out well. Now obviously these are my top 5. I've picked these top 5 out of probably about 100 cheats. So obviously it's a bigger load of cheats and I've decided to pick my top 5 and basically to share with you guys. Obviously if you guys disagree and you have your own sort of top 5, then obviously drop a comment below rating it from 1 to 5 and kind of just to share with me what you think of your top 5 cheats. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's the first cheats video I've actually done, and obviously it's many of the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas videos I'm going to be doing on my channel. If you do want to go and check out my previous videos, as always, links to them will be in the description. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. So the first cheat I'm going to be showing you guys is basically how to get Nitrous or Nitrous, whatever you guys want to call it, which basically allows you to make cars faster in GTA San Andreas. So obviously what I'll do is I'll leave the sort of cheat code in the description below, as well as I'll leave it on the screen. So obviously you guys know where, if you want to go and check out the description, then obviously make sure you do, and the cheat code will be there. But obviously Nitrous or Nitrous, whatever you guys want to call it, actually allows you to make your cars faster. So it's not one of those massive beneficial cheats, but obviously it's just a cool cheat that actually allows you to make cars faster, and it works with every single car. If you get out of a car, get into another car, you'll notice that car also has Nitrous. So that is why it's in my top 5 at number 5. So moving on to number 4, this is actually called the Killer Clown mode. Basically what happens is you're actually in like a weird mode where basically you're running around with pink hair, and I believe they're sort of red hot pants you're actually wearing. I'm not quite sure what's actually on them, but as you guys can see in the gameplay, you basically run around and you'll notice the pedestrians, once you put this mode on or this cheat on, the pedestrians will actually change into weird people. Some of them are running around in like duck suits, and they sort of got pink head, or red head, or with sort of a yellow sort of cape or costume, sorry, you guys know what I mean. And you'll notice some of these sort of other people are actually in kind of like fast food or McDonald's suits. You'll notice some of them have like these sort of yellow hair that Ronald McDonald has when you actually go to McDonald's. If any guys know, if you go to McDonald's, you usually see like a statue or something like that of Ronald McDonald, which obviously something that they've obviously introduced to kind of encourage people to come to McDonald's. But again, it's one of those cool things, and that is the reason why it's on my top 4 at number 4, because again, like the Nitrous or the Nitrous, it's not a massive beneficial thing, but it's just a cool addition to the game that does make it a bit more interesting. So moving on to number 5, this basically allows you to actually make the gameplay in the background or the sort of game a lot more faster. This is obviously a not very beneficial cheat because obviously it doesn't help you in any way, but the reason why it's at number 3 in my top 5 is basically it's actually very cool to use. It's quite hard to use. You guys can see now I'm just running around the skate park, and you can see these people are basically chasing after me and they get stuck, and you can see they're all running around in circles. Now what you guys can actually do is if you get inside a vehicle and you use this cheat is actually very hard to control, or the vehicle that you've actually activated this cheat on is actually very hard to control. You guys see me now, I'm trying to sort of drive around in my vehicle and it's really hard to control. And the reason why it's at number 3 in my top 5 is actually because it's a very funny sort of thing. You guys can actually show your friends if they're around your house. You guys can actually show your friends this, and it's just a cool addition to the game that does make it a bit more interesting. And like I said, it doesn't have a huge benefit, but obviously it's just a cool addition to the game and it is pretty funny. So moving on to the second to last cheat, this cheat is actually a very popular cheat, and I did actually make a separate video on this yesterday, so if you want to go and check that out, the previous video will be in the description. And this cheat is actually the Jetpack cheat, and like I said, it's a very popular cheat from the PlayStation 2 version of San Andreas. All you guys want to do is obviously put in the sort of cheat code that will be in the description, as well as being on the screen. And like I said, just a quick mention that all these cheat codes are going to be on the screen as well as in the description, so obviously make sure you go check that out if you do want to check out these cheats. This cheat is actually a very cool cheat, and like with the sort of previous cheats, this doesn't have a massive benefit. the only cool thing about this is what you guys can do is once you've activated the cheat, you guys can actually fly around the map. You can go to high spots, you can go on top of buildings, you can basically go anywhere you want, and basically it's just a quick way to get around the map instead of getting in a vehicle or finding a vehicle, then getting in it and then sort of driving it about. What you guys can do is basically activate this cheat, really simple to do, and from there you can just basically fly around the map, and it's just a really cool cheat. Obviously it makes the game a bit more interesting. So this is it, number 1 in my top 5. Now this cheat is actually a very cool cheat. I think it's probably one of the best, hence why it's in my top 5 and it's number 1. This is actually the flying car treat. Basically what you can do is once you've activated this cheat, again the sort of code will be in the description as well as being on the screen. You can basically get inside any vehicle and you can actually drive the vehicle up in the air. Basically what you can do is if you hold up while actually driving the vehicle or accelerating, you'll notice the vehicle starts going up into the air. And the reason why I think this is a very cool cheat is because it's kind of like a Harry Potter thing. If any of you guys have seen the Harry Potter films, you'll notice they have sort of like magical powers, which basically they can get into any vehicle or a particular vehicle, and they can sort of fly up in the air, they can fly around, and they go to Hogwarts or whatever you guys think happens in obviously Harry Potter. But that is the reason why it's in my top 5 and it's at number 1, because you guys can obviously get into any vehicle, fly up in the air and basically just fly around in the car. And like I said, with sort of all the other sort of cheats I've put in this video and the top 5, it doesn't have a massive sort of benefit to it, but it's just a cool addition to the game that does make it a bit more interesting. And I do hope you guys enjoyed this top 5. Like I said, this is actually my sort of first top 5 video I've done on my channel. Obviously if you guys disagree with any sort of my top 5, then obviously drop a comment below rating your top 5 from 1 to 5 obviously. So obviously like I said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do want to go and check out my previous videos, as always, links to them will be in the description. Like I said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please do not forget to give the video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video on my channel. Yeah.